into the luxurious, tail-wagging world of wealth and wagging tails. That's right, we're counting down the top 10 richest dogs in the world and uncovering the jaw-dropping stories behind their fortunes. You won't believe how these pampered pooches went from bark to billion. Get this, we're talking about dogs with personal chefs, dogs who own mansions, dogs who fly on private jets. I mean, my dog Gary gets excited when I drop a piece of cheese on the floor. These dogs probably have someone to taste test their cheese for them. It's a whole different world. A world where a rough day means your diamond-studded collar is a little too tight. Not that you have to go outside in the rain. We're going to look at how they got so rich, from inheriting fortunes from their famous owners to becoming massive social media stars in their own right. So grab your own furry friend, maybe give them an extra treat and get ready to have your mind blown. We're about to meet some canines who are living the kind of life most humans can only dream of. From German Shepherds with investment portfolios to Chihuahuas with penthouses, this is one list you have to see to believe. Let's get into it. Kicking off our list is a dog whose name, let's just say, was very fitting. Meet Trouble, a little white Maltese who inherited a cool $12 million from his owner, the Queen of Mean herself, hotel heiress, Leona Helmsley. When Leona passed away in 2007, she famously left this massive fortune to her beloved pooch, while completely cutting out two of her own grandchildren. Talk about a family feud, the tabloids went wild. A dog richer than people? It was the talk of the town, and Trouble became an overnight celebrity, or maybe an infamous ebrity. He needed a full-time security detail because, get this, people were sending death threats to a dog. Can you imagine being the bodyguard for a Maltese? Sir, step away from the poodle. Trouble's life was the definition of luxury. He was flown on a private jet from New York to Florida to live out his days in pampered comfort. His meals weren't just kibble from a bag. We're talking about hand-fed gourmet dishes prepared by a personal chef, costing around $100,000 a year. That's more than most people's salaries. While a judge later knocked his inheritance down to a mere $2 million, still a ton of money for a dog, Trouble lived a life of pure opulence until he passed away at the age of 12. His story is a classic tale of wealth, drama, and a reminder that sometimes a dog really is a billionaire's best friend. Alright, now we're getting into some seriously mind-boggling numbers. Forget millions, let's talk about hundreds of millions. Meet Gunther IV, a German Shepherd who inherited his fortune from his dad, Gunther III. And where did Gunther III get the money? From his owner, a German countess named Carlotta Liebenstein, who left her entire $80 million fortune to her beloved dog back in 1992. But here's where it gets crazy. The people managing the dog's estate didn't just sit on the cash. Oh no. They invested it, and they were really good at it. That $80 million ballooned into an estimated $400 million by the time it was passed down to Gunther IV. This dog wasn't just rich, he was a real estate mogul. Or a pupperty mogul. Through his trust, Gunther IV owned villas in Italy, estates in the Bahamas, and even purchased Madonna's Miami mansion for over $7 million. Can you picture it? A German Shepherd lounging by the pool in a home previously owned by the Queen of Pop. He had a personal maid, a butler, and a custom-made swimming pool. His daily routine involved chauffeured limo rides and steak dinners. This story is so unbelievable it sounds like a movie plot. A dog with a team of financial advisors is just next-level wealth. You get a car, and you get a car. Well, for Oprah Winfrey's dogs, it's more like you get a trust fund, and you get a trust fund. Oprah, the queen of media and one of the most generous people on the planet, is famously devoted to her pups. Over the years, she's had more than 20 dogs, and she treats them all like royalty. Currently, her pack includes Cocker Spaniels, Sadie, Sunny, and Lauren. And let me tell you, these dogs are living the good life. They fly on private jets, Oprah calls it the Pooh Jet, and have the run of her massive promised land estate in Montecito. But it's not just about the lavish day-to-day life. Oprah has made it very clear that her dogs will be taken care of long after she's gone. She has reportedly set up a trust fund worth a staggering $30 million to ensure they continue to live in the lap of luxury. That's right, $30 million. Each dog stands to inherit a fortune that would make most people's jaws drop. Oprah herself has said, "I have a trust fund for my dogs. I wouldn't want them to be in a situation where they were not taken care of at the level they're used to." That level includes custom-made meals, personal walkers, and endless love and affection. It's good to be one of Oprah's favorite things. Now for a dog who didn't inherit his wealth but earned it himself, one adorable post at a time. Meet Jif Pom, the Pomeranian who is more famous than most human celebrities. This little fluffball is a social media phenomenon with millions of followers on Instagram and TikTok. He holds Guinness World Records for being the fastest dog on two paws. I mean, come on! He's not just a pretty face, he's an athlete. Jif Pom has mastered the art of looking impossibly cute, and it has paid off big time. We're talking about an estimated net worth of around $25 million. How does a dog make that much money? Well, Jif Pom is a master of branding. He's appeared in music videos with superstars like Katy Perry. He's had his own line of merchandise, including calendars, toys, and even his own emojis called Jifmojis. He makes big bucks from sponsored posts, public appearances, and licensing deals. This dog is a full-blown business enterprise. He's a perfect example of the new kind of celebrity in the digital age, proving that you don't need a rich owner to make it big. You just need an internet connection, a great manager, and an unbelievably cute face. Here's another story that sounds like it's straight out of a Hollywood script. Say hola to Conchita, a tiny chihuahua who was known as one of the most pampered pets in the world. Her owner, Miami socialite Gail Posner, adored her so much that she left the dog a fortune. We're talking a $3 million trust fund and ownership of a $8.3 million waterfront mansion in Miami Beach. This dog literally owned a mansion. I can't even get approved for a mortgage, and this chihuahua is a real estate tycoon. It's just incredible. Conchita's lifestyle was beyond extravagant. She had a weekly spa treatment, a closet full of designer clothes and custom-made bikinis, and a collection of diamond and pearl necklaces, including a $15,000 Cartier necklace. Gail Posner even hired a publicist for her dogs. But after Posner passed away, her son contested the will, leading to a huge legal battle. He claimed his mother's staff had manipulated her into leaving everything to the dogs. The case brought even more attention to Conchita's ridiculously lavish life. Ultimately, the fortune was settled, but Conchita remains a legend of canine wealth. Before Jif Pom became the king of Instagram, there was another Pomeranian who stole the internet's heart and built an empire on cuteness. I'm talking about Boo, the world's cutest dog. Boo, with his signature fluffy round haircut, became a viral sensation back in 2010 after celebrities like Khloe Kardashian and Key Dollar Ha shared his Facebook page. Suddenly, everyone was in love with this little teddy bear of a dog. His popularity exploded, and his owner, a Facebook employee who remained anonymous for years, cleverly turned that fame into a financial success story. Boo wasn't just a meme, he was a brand. He authored multiple picture books, including Boo, the Life of the World's Cutest Dog, which became a bestseller. He had his own line of merchandise, most famously a Goond plush toy that flew off the shelves. This little guy was making millions, with an estimated net worth of around $8 million before he sadly passed away in 2019. Boo's story is a testament to the power of the internet to create stars out of the most unexpected candidates. He proved that with the right look and a whole lot of awe, a dog could become a global icon, and a very wealthy one at that. Okay, this next one is a bit of a plot twist, and honestly, it's one of my favorites. It involves a cat, a stray cat named Tinker. Stay with me, I promise it's about rich dogs. So, an elderly widow named Margaret Lay took in a stray cat and named him Tinker. She absolutely adored him. When she passed away, she left him her 3-bedroom house in London, worth over $500,000, and a trust fund of about $226,000 for his care. A cat inheriting a house? The neighbors were even designated as his trustees to make sure he was looked after. But here's the twist. The will stated that if Tinker were to die, the house and the money would go to another cat, and then another. But if the cat lineage ran out, the entire fortune would be donated to a charity. Well, Tinker lived a long and happy life in his house, but eventually he passed away, and the other named cats had passed away too. So where did the money go? To the Blue Cross Animal Welfare Charity, a UK organization that helps tens of thousands of animals every year, including, you guessed it, countless dogs. So thanks to a lucky stray cat named Tinker, a huge fortune ended up helping dogs in need. It's a different kind of rich list story, but a heartwarming one. Get ready for some high fashion and glamour because our next dog is a true style icon. Meet Pontiff, a poodle who isn't just a pet but a professional model. Can you believe it? A dog with a modeling career. Pontiff is known for his striking looks and his ability to rock any outfit, from tiny tuxedos to designer sweaters. He has graced the pages of fashion magazines and walked the runway in pet fashion shows. This poodle has a better wardrobe than I do, and probably a better blue steel look too. Pontiff's career has made him a very wealthy pup, with an estimated net worth in the millions, but his business ventures don't stop at modeling. He's also the face, or snout, of his own line of luxury pet products. We're talking high-end dog shampoos, conditioners, and even a signature pet cologne. Yes, a cologne for dogs, so your furry friend can smell as fabulous as they look. Pontiff's story is a shining example of how pets are becoming major players in the fashion and beauty industry, proving that style and success aren't just for humans anymore. This poodle is a true trendsetter. Now I know what you're thinking, Jimmy, Choupette is a cat, and you are absolutely right, but we have to give an honorary mention to this fabulous feline because her story is so intertwined with the world of pet luxury, and it even connects to a famous dog. Choupette was the beloved Burman cat of the late, great fashion designer Karl Lagerfeld. Lagerfeld was so obsessed with Choupette that he once said he'd marry her if it were legal. She lived a life that was beyond belief, with 2 personal maids, a private jet, and meals served in designer Goyard dishes. When Lagerfeld passed away, he reportedly left a significant portion of his massive fortune to Choupette, with some estimates putting her inheritance as high as $200 million, though the exact figure is private. But here's the dog connection. Lagerfeld's beloved dog before Choupette was a French bulldog named Zazu, who was also incredibly pampered. Lagerfeld's love for his pets set a new standard for luxury. Choupette's inheritance and lifestyle continue that legacy, creating a world where designer pets are as iconic as the brands their owners create. She represents the pinnacle of pet pampering, paving the way for all wealthy animals, dogs included. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The #1 richest dog in the world is, drumroll please, Gunther VI. That's right, the Gunther dynasty continues. As the great-grandson of the original Gunther III, this German Shepherd is the current heir to the massive fortune that started with Countess Carlotta Liebenstein. But this isn't just old money sitting in a vault. Thanks to savvy investments by the Gunther Corporation, which manages his estate, this dog's net worth has reportedly swelled to an unbelievable $500 million. $500 million. For a dog, Gunther VI lives a life that is almost impossible to comprehend. He travels by private jet, dines on steak and caviar, and owns multiple properties, including that Miami mansion formerly owned by Madonna. But he's also a businessman. Recently, the Gunther Corporation, on his behalf, has been investing in everything from tech companies to sports teams, and even got into the world of NFTs. This dog has a more diversified portfolio than most hedge funds. He's a media sensation, a real estate mogul, and a financial powerhouse. Gunther VI isn't just the richest dog in the world, he's a symbol of just how far the concept of pet inheritance can truly go. So there you have it. 10 dogs who are richer than most of us will ever dream to be. From social media stars to heirs of hotel empires, these pooches live lives of glamour, gourmet meals, and gold collars. I mean, can you believe it? A dog with a financial portfolio. My dog thinks portfolio is a fancy type of pasta. It's just wild to think about the level of love and money these owners have showered on their furry companions. It really gives a whole new meaning to the phrase, a dog's life. For these canines, it's a life of private jets, personal chefs, and property ownership. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What would your pet do with $1 million? Mine would probably just buy a lifetime supply of squeaky toys and still try to steal my pizza. But from Trouble the Maltese to the reigning king, Gunther VI, these dogs have shown us a world of unbelievable animal wealth. It's a fascinating, and let's be honest, a completely bonkers look at how the other half, or the other species, lives. Which one surprised you the most? Tell us in the comments. I hope you had as much fun as I did diving into these crazy stories. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more unbelievable stories, and don't forget to share it with your dog-loving friends. We'll see you in the next one. Go give your own pet a big hug. They may not be billionaires, but they're priceless to us, right? Thanks for watching.